My apologies for my coughing. Man, this cold has been kicking my behind. Um, I think it's almost over. So we'll see. I'll be right back. I gotta get something for my throat. All right, let's see if I can fix this throat issue. All right, exciting news. Next week, I think I'm still thinking about it, but I might just do a small account challenge for 2026 and see how far we can take it. Does that sound good? I mean, let me know. Um, all right, ANGH again. Oh, that's more like it for me. When it's running like that. I think I missed the move. Yeah, I missed the move. I missed the move. I sure did. I bumped that one. I mean, it looks like it's pulling back down to 420, 419. I mean, 15,000 shares. Yeah, I mean, I'm looking at 422. Here we go. Pullback. I'm in. 426. I'm in. 426. 25. Also pullback right there. All right, I sold 80%. EXO, you mean? EKSO? No, that was from yes. So I held that overnight. A small amount of shares. I took 80% of the winnings off the table. And you can see that in yesterday's live stream. Um, I, 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 that was the remaining 20% of the shares that I left behind overnight because it looked so strong, but it proved to me that it was not strong enough because in the morning it barely moved. So I just got rid of it, and that's it. But if you look at the live stream, you'll see that it's just the remaining 20% of the entire share size that I sold. I mean, that I had. I sold 80%, and I just let the 20% linger around. The lingering died today in the morning. And that's my mistake. I should have not allowed that to happen. I think I did add a few more shares to it afterwards, but whatever. It is what it is. Good morning, Stanford. Did that answer your question? Let me know. I think it was almost $9,000 in profit, or 8,000, 80 some, 8,800 or something like that. I'm not sure. I guess you could say that the 8 into half of the profits, right? Let me turn the volume up. For some reason, I didn't hear this IMBS thing going off. All right, so it looks like 412 was the support. My entry is at 426. I did sell 80%. All right, perfect. No problem, man, Stanford. I did sell 80% when it began to decline. And I'm talking right now about ANGH. I'm waiting. I was waiting for it to reach some type of near support, which it did. I think it seems to be 412. Now it's climbing back up. I did sell 80% right now of ANGH before I even got to the stop loss area. Just to be clear, because some people tell me, you don't follow your rules. You allow it to hit your stop loss. Blah, 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 blah. I'm like, whatever, bro. Listen, my money, my trade, my rules. I break them. I follow them. It is what it is. Oh, yeah. But it's not going to affect what I'm doing right now. That's why I have a small little chart down here. Because, yeah, it's 418 now. Daily has been on the 3 for a while. But that's not gonna affect anything right now. 416 might be the new support. We'll see. If it goes below 416, I'm selling the remaining. Now my stop loss are 3% from my entry. So it would have been like let me see, I'll do the math. 426 minus 3%. 413. But I sold most of the shares just before it got even there. I think I sold them right here at 420. So it was really just a 6-cent move against me with the majority of the shares. All right, I'm looking out. See if it hits 416 on the ask, and it appears that it's going to go lower, I'm out. All right, I'm out. That's it. There's no debating. The market is going against me. And it's my fault. I got in at the wrong time. It's never the market's fault. It's my own fault. That's how the cookie crumbles. All right. Let me change something on the hotkey here. Instead of selling only 80%, I'm going to sell 90%. And that's it. %. Now, I don't do it all the time. It depends how I see the start. If it appears strong or weak. Probably supply is right above your head on ANGH, above my head. What? Up there? I'm messing with you. I think you mean like above my entry somewhere, supply? Which supply? I mean, there's supply everywhere, clearly. You look at the level 2. I mean, you could see there's supply everywhere. So I'm not sure what you really mean. If you could explain better what you mean, I might be able to give you a response or opinion on it, but I'm not sure what exactly you mean, the supply. The only reason I enter here of 846, the support, I mean the pullback went all the way down to 416, and the following volume move up to 418. When it got to 425, that's when I went in. But clearly, it was not the right time. No, I went in at 422. Stop loss is at 407. If it gets to 421, I'm selling it. So 424. Is that 421 on the ask? Okay, back up to 423. Look at those orders at 424, 5600. They're getting filled. It went down to 423. Again, if it hits 421, I'm selling 80%. This will be the second time I tried. Okay, I sold 80%, 90% because I changed it already. This is the second time that it pulls back again after I enter. And that's it. If I do it one more time and the result is negative, this thing is like 70% done for me. I will have to see clear movement. Although I should have waited until I saw the clear movement to get in. So that's what it is. Oh, cool, man. Stanford. Perfect. Yeah, everybody's different, man. How do you trade? What am I chasing? Oh no, it's not a deep. I sell. I sold already. I sell on the deep thing. Oh, there's no deep there though. There's no dip. Where's the dip? I don't see a dip there. You're looking at the candles. I'm not looking at the candle. All right, that's my entry again. So let's see if it fires up. I'm waiting. Let me. Okay. 5,600 shares, 423. If they get filled and the price continues up, that's pretty strong. Okay. All right, here we go. 424. If there's 4,000 shares of 427. Oh, look, 13,000, 425. If the price does not decline, there you go. That's it. That's what I'm talking about. Let's see if it makes it to 428. 428. There you go. There you go. For 29, 29, 430. It touched 430, went back, 430 again, 431, 432. Let's see if it hits 433. Okay. All right, I sold. It was decline. It began to seem weak. Maybe it's not, but for me, it was enough to get out. All right, let me wait for the pullback. It is pulling back right now. All right, I'll wait for the pullback. I think the pullback is what you call it deep. Well, I'm waiting for it to finish. Okay, I think it did. Well, still working on it. Down to 431. Again, twice. I mean, for 31. I mean, at 432. I sold 80, 90%. So I'm going to wait. It's nowhere near my stop loss, right? I mean, so I'll wait. If it goes below 427, I'm selling the whole thing. I mean, 426. That's 6 cents from the entry, right? Okay, there it is. Boom. I'm in. More. 433 is my averaging now. Now spiking up, right? A small tiny pullback. And here we go. Let's launch. Okay, small little pullback. 435, 36, 36, 37, 38. All right, sold 90%. Waiting for the pullback to be done. Good morning, Gav. What do you mean not weak steel building? It's not above. I'm not following. Right. So it looks like the closest support is 428. So if it hits that, then if it goes below 428 on the ask, that is it. Okay, I'm out. That is it. I'm scuba diving now. You mean the price was climbing on the daily? Let me see. Let me look at the daily. Okay, so on the daily, because it's below the 200, that's the reason you won't trade it? Well, Gav, you don't like it. Okay, I get it. I understand. I mean, that's your own strategy. That's your own way of looking at it. But you cannot argue with the price going up. Like, that's not a debatable argument. When it's going up, it's going up. You could see it. And that's what I'm looking for. Because remember, in my mind, I know this, it's a fact. All the studies, 200, 90 MA, 20 MA, whatever you want, everything is from history, it's from the past. That doesn't tell you what is happening right now. So yeah, traders have their own unique way of doing it, and that's cool. Everybody's different, but there's no question that the price is increasing. Now, I just don't see a huge commitment from buyers. So what do you mean you set the daily to the 1 minute chart? You mean down here? You don't like that? Where do you, I don't understand. Where do you want the 200 to be at? Up here? or next to it. Remember, the moving average is like from the past. You know what I mean? Good morning, Bobby. You think there's shorts in there? A lot of shorts? It's hard to borrow. I looked it up on interactive brokers and everything, and they barely have shorts. I mean, shares to short. So I think it would be difficult to find enough short sellers that can cause any damage, severe damage. Yeah. Well, the 200 only tells me, yeah. What the 200 tells me is that for the 200 last minutes, for the last 200 minutes, because that's the 1 minute candle. So for the last 200 minutes, it tells me at that moment what is the average of the fair price that buyers and sellers agree to transact during the time frames. That's it. It doesn't tell me anything about how strong it might be or not. It just tells me what those people agreed to for the past 200 minutes. That doesn't mean that the next 5 minutes they're gonna agree to the same thing. Like, we don't know that. That's the future. We don't know that. What do you mean ETB? I'm not sure what ETB means. It depends. Depends what your broker allows. Interactive brokers is pretty big. It's probably the biggest one in the world. The problem when it's hard to borrow, the fees are higher. So, I mean, if you like short selling, cool. I don't. But when it's strictly hard to borrow, it's very difficult to have massive amounts of short sellers. Because, maybe your broker might have a few shares, but that doesn't mean all the brokers have shares or are available to get shares. Yeah, interactive broker is the biggest worldwide. There's no doubt about it. I don't know what it's gonna do. To be honest, I have no clue. And I don't like even thinking like that. I don't even like putting those thoughts in my head because I just don't know. Nobody knows what's gonna happen. Like we don't know what's gonna happen 10 seconds from now. Maybe some country declares World War III and the entire thing goes to zero in the next half an hour. We don't know what's gonna happen. That's a fact. We just don't know. No, that's cool. That's great that you have all the brokers. That wasn't the point of the conversation. I think you were talking about short selling. All I mentioned is interactive brokers, and I'll tell you right now. Look. All right, listen. Interactive brokers and other brokers, the way they can borrow shares, they have this network where they all can go in and be able to provide the inventory that is available for people to short sell. So that's why they borrow between them. Right now, According to that network, okay, no brokers have available shares. That's it. Like there's nothing available. You know what I mean? Quantity available right now, zero. Number of lenders with inventory right now, zero. And there's in total, okay, people already holding the shares, okay, meaning that they're not available, they're holding them. There's only 123,000 shares to short. So when the volume right now is at 17 million and the float is, I'll tell you right now, 1.45 million, 190,000 shares is nothing. Like absolutely nothing. It's not gonna cause a dent. It's not gonna cause a dent at all. We're not arguing about brokers what they have or not. I'm just telling you right now what the network provides. That's it. I don't know. If your broker has shares, perfect, cool. If you short sell and you want to use them, cool. I'm talking about market level disruption due to short selling. Right now, it's not gonna happen because there's only 182,000 shares being held for shorts. And 180,000 shares, if they don't put them on once, it's not going to cause a big dent at all. I mean, this thing is going through 100,000 shares in less than 5 minutes. Look at the volume. I already went through 75,000 shares in the past 20 seconds. Look at it. It's getting to 80,000. So you know what I mean? Like now, if it was abundantly available and they got, a few millions of shares to short, then yeah, but the reality is very hard when there's a low float stock. But anyways, that's cool. I mean, if your broker has them and you could do them, perfect. But anyways, when I'm trading, I'm not thinking about those things like that because honestly, I have no control of what people do. I only have control of what I do based on what I see, not what people are gonna do or what the moving average might say to some people. It's not something I guide myself by. It's cool to know, but if the price is literally moving against me, then obviously I shouldn't be in the trade. Doesn't matter what people might be short selling. Oh no, bro. What I'm no no. I'm just trying to okay. All right. You made a statement about. Let me go back. Look. I think you said the chart is you said Gav, you said let me go back in the messages. Hold on. Yeah. So, Bobby, I think you said something that is going to be trapping shorts, right? But you're talking about EKSO, not ANGH. What I was saying is, and then Gav, you said that it's easy to borrow. Now, when you're saying that it's easy to borrow, I'm thinking you're referring to what Bobby said about the shorts getting trapped. Okay. So that's what I understood. If I'm mistaken, my apologies. What I understood, your statement in reference to what Bobby is talking about, that EKSO yesterday trapped short sellers. But I'm not referring to EKSO. I'm talking about right now, ANGH, that it would be difficult to trap short sellers when there's only 192,000 shares as short sales right now, and there's nothing else available. Then, Gav, you began talking about all the brokers you have the best broker in finding short sellers and all that. But it has nothing to do with what I'm saying. What I'm saying is the short selling yesterday in EKSO, not the same as ANGH. That's it. That's all I said. And then I reference the actual short selling network where brokers borrow the shares amongst them to what is available. That's it. That's all I said. There's really not a topic to dwell on. You know what I mean? But there's two different conversations. One was EKSO and the other was ANGH. Okay. All right, that's fine. I mean, that's I don't think it's really necessary to, expand more on it, but it's fine. I have control of what I do. I'm not saying anything wrong. I basically read the message, just giving you my opinion. So you don't want me to talk? I'll stay quiet. You want me to stay quiet? Is that what it is? I mean, I don't understand what you're saying. I have the control of what I say, just the same way you have control of what you type. I mean, of course, we all have control. So, but I'm not. I think there was a miscommunication going on here because we were talking about different things. No, you're wrong. I responded to you saying it was hard to borrow ANGH. Well, I'm just reading right here. Hard to borrow. That's all I'm saying. That's what I read. That's what the broker is telling me. And when I go to the actual website for the network, it says it's hard to borrow because there's nothing to borrow right now. So I'm not sure. Okay. All right. This is day trading. I need to concentrate on day trading, not what's available to borrow when I'm not even short selling. So I'm not even sure why we just spent a few seconds or minutes talking about something that I think it was just a complete miscommunication. But that's fine. I was responding to what Bobby said. That's it. About EKSO yesterday. He was talking about EKSO. That's it. If you guys are going to short sell and you have a broker that allows you to short sell and you could find the shares, perfect. That's not even a topic to discuss because that's your own personal thing. I mean, I don't understand what the conflict is, bro. I don't see anything else moving now. IMBS got news now. Okay. Float is 947,000. How come I didn't hear this thing? Let me put it louder. Maybe I was too occupied talking about short selling the shares and all that. And look, I didn't even listen to the scan and I missed the move on this one. So that tells me one thing. Concentrate on the one that makes money. Good morning, Santa Star. How you doing, man? Gav, I don't understand what you're saying. Let me read again. I said I'm saying out as it is above my 200. Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about, Gav. I'm lost. That's fine. It's cool, bro. Like, what does that got to do with anything, bro? Like, I'm looking at the trade right here at the stock. I mean, I'm not even thinking of shorts. You keep bringing up shorts. I don't understand. You want me to say I'm wrong? I'm wrong. Perfect. That's it. I'm wrong. I'm super wrong. You're right. That's it. I mean, let me look at the stock. All right, 560, 559. It's pulling back a little bit. 556, 55, 57. All right, let's see how far it pulls back. Okay, I'm in. 570. It's pulling back again. 563. $560. Where it went in at 570. Okay. All right, sold a 90%. I'm out. Let's gonna wait until the pullback is over. All right. 564, right? Going to 566 now. It did spike to 571, but it went back to 566. Just waiting. Waiting for a spike. Let's see. There you go. Pull back to 563, back to 67, 65. It's my stop loss of 557. Let me see, 565, 67, 68. 64, 66, 67. Six, seven again. All right, 78, 82, 87. I saw 90%. A lot again after the pullback. Okay. 192. Looking for the break of, break into 6. Anyways, it's a small amount of shares. I sold the majority of it already. Just waiting for the pullback to finalize. All right, let me sell 90%. Wait until the pullback is over. If it drops below, I think is 569, then I'll be over. It'll be done for me. All right, I'm out. All right, well, it is what it is. 9:30 already, so market is open. Gav, I was talking about what Bobby said, not what you said. Okay, all right. Pullback here. Man, 615. $617. All right. I'm not gonna get stuck in the hold, so I sold already. Oh, dude, you continue with the shorts. Okay, perfect. Great. You win. You're right. I'm not sure what you want from me. I was referring to what Bobby said, not what you're saying. He was talking about EKSO, but come on, man. Anyways, I did get out before it halted. I don't like getting stuck on those things, but that was a solid trade. Yeah, if you continue with the shorts, bro, I was talking about Bobby said, not you, but fine. Not sure why you continue with that, bro. All right. I think someone asked me earlier what was my risk. My apologies for not providing a response. I think it was you, Stanford. I was looking at the tray and sorry for not responding to you earlier. Every time I go into the trade, my stop loss is at 3% from my entry. So whatever my entry is, subtract 3%, that's my stop loss. Okay. Now, I try my best to never allow it to get to my stop loss. My stop loss is, if I get flush or something like that. At no time in the trades right now did it even get close to my stop loss. I sold immediately, like 90% of the entire amount of shares that I enter with. So my strategy is I go in, okay, at a specific price, right? The moment it starts declining on me, instead of giving me profits, I cut off 90%, okay? I only keep 10% that can travel to the stop loss. Like that, I avoid a bigger loss of 3%, right? So it's kind of like less than 3%, to be honest. Now, if it goes in my favor and starts giving me profit, then clearly, I don't cut it off, right? To the contrary, I just start adding more. So the key is to always minimize your losses and at least for me, minimize my losses, maximize my profits. So a lot of people, Stanford, you mentioned risk to reward. My risk is just that 3% is my stop loss from the entry point, the entry price. But if it goes against me when I enter, I cut off 90%. Only 10% of those shares will make it to my stop loss. Sometimes I just sell before that, the whole thing. Now, when it comes to reward, well, the reward is whatever the stock allows me to keep. I'm not going to go just 6% and that's it. The trade's over. That's ridiculous. I'm not going to do that. I don't even know why people do that to themselves. I'm not even sure why people do that. I'll give you an example. Look, I think it was 5. What is it that I enter with? That was IMBS, right? 558. I got out 618. All right, let's 558, right? So if my entry was a 558, 3% of that would have been a 541. So that's what, 17 cents, right? Now, if I were to say, since my stop loss is at 3%, my reward, let's say 3 times that risk. So that would be 3, 3, and 3. That would be 9%, right? Then, ideally, if I were to follow the rule, I would have gone out at 6 or 8. But I didn't get out at 6 or 8. I got out when I saw the stock was going back, right? And that was at 619. So no, I'm not going to limit my reward. I'm not going to limit it. My reward is going to continue because I'm adding all the way after my entry. As long as it's giving me profits, I'm adding. The moment the market slows down or stops, I'm out. So clearly, it's not just 9% reward. It's way more than that because I added throughout, right? And look at it. So let's think about it. I went in with, I think it was 1,000 shares, or no, I first went in with a smaller amount. 1,700 was the final one, okay? But originally it was just 412 shares. No, 270. 270, 3 or 4. And then I added. These things don't fit in here. So if you do the math, 3% of 270 shares would have been, oh, let's add it up. I mean, multiply 17 cents, stop loss, 270 shares. That would have been just $45. That's it. That would have been the risk. If I allow it to hit my stop loss without me selling 90%, I do sell 90% of it or 80%. I just change it to 90. Okay. But let's assume I didn't sell anything and it would have hit my stop loss. That would have been a $45 loss. But I got 183 out of it. That's not 3 times. That's way more than 3 times. Why? I added more. That's it. Simple as that. There's no reason for me to limit myself to just 3%, or 9%, whatever it is. Exactly. The reward to me is when the market says no more reward, bro. Get out of here. You had enough for the day. Go and, go somewhere else. When the market says that, I can't argue that. I'm like, okay, see you. Bye-bye. Sometimes it doesn't make it to 1%, right? Sometimes, gets 0.5%. The market's like, okay, you got to go. I got to go. Now, I try to prevent that by knowing when I get in. You know what I mean? All I could do is estimate the best possible chance. None of us know the future. None of us. The 200 EMA is not going to tell me. The 20 EMA, 9 EMA, the 1000 EMA, none of that is going to tell me. There's no MACD is going to tell me. There's no volume is going to, nothing's going to tell me what's going to happen. But I'm able to get out when I see the market that is going to stop giving me profits. I could see it in real time. When the price starts flickering the other way, that's the time, that's how the market talks to me. It's weird, man. I know you guys going to call me weird. But when I tell you that I speak with the market and the market talks to me, you probably going to think I need to, go to a psychiatry ward, but no. Trust me, it talks to me. It tells me when it's about to turn on me. It's up to me to get out. Now, sometimes people start talking about shorts and all that and brokers, and I might get distracted, but for the most part, I try not to be distracted. I'm messing with you guys, bro. I'm messing with you, man. Nah, but the key is the reward is what the market gives me. Look, if this thing continues higher, you can bet I'm going to get in. I'm going to continue trying to extract from it, VNDA. Let me look at VNDA real quick. $41, let it pull back. Okay, here. Now 56, 57, boom, I'm out. That's it. The market it's too choppy. This thing is too choppy right now. And I see big orders on the bid too. So not confident about this trade at all. I'm gonna stay out of it. Let me go back to IMBS. It's probably going higher. There you go. It's going higher. The problem is it's probably gonna get stuck. It's gonna get halted again. It's going too fast right now for the closing price yesterday. So, all right, pulling back. A small size. Continues to pull back. No, 707, 703. Entry 707. 705, 710, 709, 713. 704, 708, 718, I need, if the price sustains the level of 720 or higher, then I might add. Okay. It turned against me, so I sold 90%. I'll add if it gets back to my entry or higher. Like now, I'm out. Okay. Got out. Let it flush. It's flushing a little bit, pulling back. If it gets higher, then I get in. Here we go. 727, right? $727. Small amount of shares too. Okay. 727. The next limit up is at 767. Not the airplane, the price. And 735 is the high of the day, of the morning so far. So keeping an eye on it. My entry again, 727. Okay. 722, 23, 24, 25. It's refusing to go any higher. Is struggling actually. So I sold 90%. I'm waiting. Waiting. I'm in. Did I just press the wrong hotkey? Yeah. 724, 714, 719. $708. All right, it's pretty strong. 713, 15, 22, 23. What the hell did I just do? 42 bucks. I think I pressed the wrong again. All right, 737. All right, it's flush. All right. I bought too many at the wrong time. I'm waiting for the pullback to be over. Waiting. Here, I'm in. Limit up is at 782 now. Let's see what happens at 719 with those orders. Okay, 710. All right, just got flush. 708. I'm gonna wait until 710 around there. 710 is 5,000 shares, so we wait. Okay, here. Where's my entry? 712. $680. Is it $690? Okay, so 90%. Waiting, waiting, waiting. I'm waiting until the pullback is over. Limit up is at 782 still. Okay, so a little right. Small little pullback. All right. Let me see if it gets above 764 around there. So I could go ahead and open the floats. Here we go. All right. Slowing down. That's it. Trade is over. I was messing with you, guys, bro. You don't have to take it like that, bro. I was messing with you. All right. This thing couldn't be more by the book. Yeah, the reward is when the market says no more. You know? Okay, ANGH. Gotta go back for my 75 bucks. You missed the whole trade? You missed the choo-choo train. It's not good, bro. The market is... It's not gonna go anywhere, bro. It will be more. You know? So don't stress over that. Don't even think about it. Don't even let it cross your mind. All right, small amount of shares. $379. All right, this thing is not moving. I'm out. That thing is paralyzed right now. I mean, small amount, 382. Out. But it depends on Halloween. I might just throw them on my head. I'm messing with you guys, bro. I was messing with you, man. You don't have to. Yeah, shorts. The reason I really don't short is just the risk is too great. Not worth it for me. Since I'm unable to tell the future, then the risk is too great. But if I knew the future, if I knew what's going to happen at all times within 10 seconds from now, then yeah, I would short. I'll do crazy stuff if I knew what's going to happen in 10 seconds. But unfortunately, none of us are empowered to know. I mean, is MBS dead now? Still there. 15 seconds, huh? Let's see. Bam, boom, bam. What a pullback. All right. Let the pullback continue. It went all the way to 750. Okay, I mean, small amount. That's very small. $774, right? All right, let the pullback go. I feel like 820. All right. Limit up is at 862. High of the day is 824. So let's see if it breaks it. 809, 808, 7, 8. $5,500, 810. There you go. Continue all the way up to 815, 19. $820. Okay. Small pullback. $785. $788. All right. Here comes a short squeeze. Not short squeeze. It's just the pressure of the buying and the lack of shares. All right, I also start cutting a little bit. $774. If I don't see any more big orders on the ask, I have to cut it. $760. There's still more orders on the ask than on the bid. So as long as I see that strong order size, I'm not too alarmed right now. because of that. But if it changes, then yeah. Pullbacks are healthy. It's normal. It's supposed to take place. Maybe not when I'm holding so many shares, but you get the point. The only reason I allow it to go that far is the fact that I already have profits from it. So I use that as, leverage. Not leverage as margin, but leverage as losses. Like right now is right there, 1100. It allows me to, it gives me enough room to let the pullback do what it's supposed to do. But it's still pretty strong. Had I had no profits, then no, I would not allow that. See you next year. See you next year. Sorry. See you next year, guys. All right, let's see if it breaks that 824. 10,000 shares, 1,400. Okay. Eight oh seven, 810, 14, 15. $843 is the high of the day. Now 861 is the limit up. So $14,000 shares, 15,100. Yeah, it's pretty powerful. $879 limit up. All right, I'm out. All right, that was a good trade. By the book. By my book, that is. All right, cool. I think that's it for me. It would be nice if I can extract another 2,500 bucks and avoid the loss from yesterday that I sold today. But It is what it is. If the market doesn't give it to me, then I can't just take it. It's gonna open lower, so sounds like a decline. But anyways, the trade was by the book, so that's all it matters. Well, thank you everyone for watching. I think I'm calling the day already. The market closes early, and I extracted what I needed to extract because it looks like that's all the market is going to give me for now. I'm going to wait until it reopens and see, but it looks like it's going to open lower, 852, 846 now. And that's not cool for me. Yeah, that's what I said. It looks like it's just pulling back. Like that thing is over. That is it. Sorry, what's VOD? Tab review? I don't know. What do you mean? If it's helpful, you know what I mean? If it's helpful, I mean, whatever is helpful. It's just the way I do it. I think I went by the book here. Everybody's different. I got to tell you, bro. Everybody's different, you know. My tolerance for certain things might not be the same as you. You know? I did that. IMBS, I had it the whole time. Every time I had it. Let me see if it's gonna pull back a lot or it's gonna revert. Yeah, no, I did that. Look at the video. I mean, rewind it. You'll see. Yeah, that's a pullback. Almost, I did that, bro. I did that. I had multiple times, 3 times, I think, twice. The last move, I had it twice. I always do. All right, I mean, small size. Just testing the market. Remember, the high of the day is already at 879. So 924 is a limit up. ESHA doesn't have any news, so I avoided it. 875 is my entry. I sold 90% because it went against me. So I sold majority of it. Now I'm waiting to see if gets back in action. If it gets to like 850, then I'm out. All right, 885 is my entry. Looking for the break of 9. Small pullback, that's fine. I have 2400 in profit, right? So I'm using that as the, I guess you could call it a cushion or leverage against the stop loss. Now, if this pullback seems too extended and I see a shift on the number of orders, then I'll call it off. I'll cut them off. But I still see large orders on the level 2 in comparison to the bid. The high of the day is 890. So I think I mentioned the goal is to see what happens if it breaks 9. So price support was what, 805? Yeah. This time didn't even get there. So I'm just waiting. Awesome. Good job. Good morning, Splinter. Yeah, ESSA. I just didn't see any catalyst, any news. So I kind of avoided it. Awesome. Yeah. Yeah. Me neither. Me neither. I was actually about to sign out, and I decided to wait for the halt to be over to see if I can extract a little bit more. That's the greedy voice in my head, right? All right. Time to cut it. Well, that was a violent pullback. But it's unable to keep it on there. So it never made it to 2400 in unrealized, right? It didn't, because that's all I was looking at. I was gonna allow it to run only until it hits whatever profits I already have. Because I'm using it as leverage stop loss purposes. Because I see the ask very strong, in comparison to the bid. So even if there's a pullback, it all indicates it's gonna climb right back up. Kind of argue with the order sizes, you know. I'm literally just interpreting what I'm seeing in the orders. Cannot argue with the tape. I mean, on the level 2. It's undisputable. All right, so I'm waiting for the break of 890, $9. I think the buying pressure is pretty strong that if it does break $9, it might just spike way higher. Okay, there's a large order at 845. It just got filled and the price went right back up. That's pretty strong on my book. All right, no small pullback. Splinter, what do you think? Should I do I should do a poll. You do a small account challenge. I don't know. I guess it depends on the market, bro. It all depends on the market. Maybe I'll take a trade or two trades a day and see. That's the thing, though. Doing that, I know it's fun for you guys, the viewers, but for me, it's like I'm losing money. I guess I could think of it as an investment and keep you guys happy. I might do it. I'm thinking about it. I'm gonna take a few days to think about it. Yeah, I mean, I guess I mean it depends on the market. I'll use an I will use an overseas broker so I could use margin, and that's it. You know, that's the only thing I could think of. All right, let's see what happens at 840 when it hits those 6,000 shares. Two things could happen: either climbs or it sinks. Oh wow, the gap fill and continue. Waiting for 840. Okay, minor pullback. That is some strong buying. Oh. Oh, I think it's cooking. I think they're cleaning the floor of the train. Mopping the floor, cleaning it up. Getting the stage ready for performance. And the superstar might show up soon to the concert. Looks like the choo-choo train is forming up. What do you think, Splitter? Choo-choo train. Here we go, 5800. Let's see what happened, 822. It didn't get filled. No. $822. Smack at 822. 824. There you go. Smack at it. 823. Waiting for 830. 830 is decisive for me. Okay, it's an order of 5,000 shares at 775. So it might go down there to pick it up. But if he picks it up and comes back, that tells me one thing. Power, power, power. He's trying to pick it up. They're really trying to pick it up. Trying. But no. It goes right back up. That's power, power, power. Still waiting on 830. I'm telling you, they wanna pick it up. There you go. They picked it up at 775. That was 5,000 shares. Back to 780s. It was a quick pickup. All right, it's shifting a little bit. You think that it was just cleaning the stop losses there? Huh? It was just cleaning the floor, picking everything up. Like, for sure, some people's stop losses just got hit. I mean, the power is undeniable, you know? Look at this. The power of buyers cannot be denied right there. Again, 830 to me is the decisive point. I'm looking at it. If if it remains as strong when it hits 830, this thing might go straight to like 840, 850 in a flash. We'll see. I'm waiting on it. The limit up is back to 869. That's not cool. Needs to switch back up. Waiting on 830. $8.12. $8.30, still looking at it. See what happens at 8:30. $23, $20, $18. 824, 5, 8. There you go. Ah, exactly. Now the limit up is at 887. Look at that. Oh, wow. Look at that. Large orders getting filled and the price still climbs. All right, little pullback is fine. Healthy. Limit up is at 901 now. Waiting for it. Waiting for 901. 914 now is the limit up. The high of the day is 890. So let's see if he has the power to go. He's trying to go and get those 10,000 shares at 862 on the bid. Let's see what happens. If it hits it and it goes higher, it doesn't affect the stock price a lot. Oh, it didn't. It was a quick pull and that's it. Okay, let's see. There we go. 2850, 842. You went to pick up those 10,000 shares. And that's it. Enough, enough, enough. All right, still aiming for the high of the day, 890. Limit up now is at 926. $850 again. 44. I didn't see if there was a large order there. But the mere fact that it climbs right back up speaks for itself. All right. A 90, I'm looking for a 90. Breaking a 90. 935 is the limit up now. So you go a 90. It broke a 90. It went to a 94. Went all the way to 9. Okay. Small pullback is fine. Healthy. Still strong. Okay. There you go. 896, 95, 99 again. 944 is the limit up now. So I want to see a clean break of 9 and the price staying above 9. There you go. Do your thing. There you go. Continue. 954 is the limit up. 910, 909, 13, 17, 16. Small pullback is fine. It didn't go below 9. That's power, power, power. Okay, right now it just broke to 899 and back to 910. 904, 910, 7, 9, 10, 11. All right, 963 is the limit up. 915 is, there you go. That's it. That's it. Still pretty strong. Okay, there's a pullback. All right, that's cool. It's healthy. Cleaning house. People are gonna see this level. It's like, it's my time to jump in. All right. That's the lowest it went, 861, 860. I guess that's a new support, 860. Okay, here I'm buying more. Okay, drop to 853. Let me see that one. Okay. Well, let's wait until it goes into the nines. How's the new support? Like 850? Yeah. Now, now it's confirmed. It didn't even get to 850 on the other pullback. So, that's new support around 850, 852. So I added the support. Now, just waiting for it to aim to the high of the day. And I already added. I think I have twice what I had before, or close to it. So, all right. Okay, hit 850. It's back up. 48, 849, 50. So it's still in the support area. Okay, it went to 830, 837, I think. Back to 850. All right, 850, 5300. Let's see what happens when smacks the ask. Bam. Just can I argue with the volume of the buying? All right. Quick pullback. Okay, so this is eating now into the profits. I mean, more than just the profits. I'm gonna start cutting some of it. I'm waiting for its reversal. Now I'm seeing large orders on the bid going through, but you know it's weird because it's not causing the price to decrease substantially, although the orders are large, which tells me there's still strong buying. Because if the buying wasn't strong, those large orders would have definitely pushed this thing further down than just low eights, high sevens. Just look at the order sizes on the ask as they hit the first row and the price continues up. If not, would have been out already. But still strong. Very strong. I mean, you see the price. Nah. Gotta stick to one tray at a time, man. Every time I start getting into another one, I just give money away. All right, pull back. How many shares? 1,300? And it's pulling back to that? Please. Please. Oh, uh-oh. Uh-oh. Do I hear? Do I hear choo-choo? Do I hear choo-choo? Next station. $9. You'll see. I hear the choo-choo train. Here it comes. All aboard. It's gonna get those chairs. Okay, at $8. Well, that's fine. They could wait. There you go. Okay, they push the price down a little bit. It's fine. Oh, is it support 780? Yeah, 780, right? Yeah. All right, guys. Well, I have to step out. I'm gonna leave the trail stop on. I'm gonna let it do its thing. It's still powerful to the upside, so not gonna sell. I just leave the trail stop up, and it could hit the stop loss if it gets there. It's in the support area, so let's see. Appreciate you guys watching. Smash that like. I'm gonna leave the trail stop on. I'll be back later. I know the market closes at 12, so if it doesn't reach the stop loss, then um, that'll be good. Yeah, but I gotta stick to one at a time, bro. I said it. It's very powerful. So we'll see. Yeah, I'll see you next week, man. Yeah, I might be might I plan to take Friday off. I'll see you next year. be right back. I got to take care of something real quick. I'm going to leave the train on so you guys can see it. Yeah, my plan is to you know, get the squeeze out of it. That's what I'm talking about. That's the squeeze, bro. No, 3,000 drawdown, bro. I already had 2,400 in profit. It's not a drawdown. Literally, if I would have sold when it was, you saw negative 3,000, I would have lost only 600 bucks because the other one was profit. I even said it. I said it. I'm gonna leverage my profits that I already got, okay, for the stop loss purposes. That's it. I had no issues with that because I was able to tell the support level, and I'm okay with that. I use the 2,400, 2,500 that was already in the account from the profits to leverage the stop loss range when you pull back. Pullbacks are okay, right? That's it. I saw it very strong and I didn't feel the need to sell it. You understand? That's why I did that. But anyways, that's fine. If it, and I even said it, if it goes below 750, I think it was, I will sell it and take the loss. I said it. I'm okay with that, even at $600 or $1,000 loss. I'm okay. Okay. I said it. I think I was very clear on that. You could rewind the video and you could see it. Okay. I saw it too strong to not, the support was at 750. I never allow it to go below 750. I think for a split of a second went to 749 and that's it. But I said it the whole time, what I'm doing and why I'm doing it. I said it. Anyways, everybody trades differently. Okay. I'm okay with risking $1,000. That's fine. If I already pulled out 2,400 and I would have sold it at 3,100, I would have been out $700. I'm okay with that. Even 3,500, I'm okay because I would have been like $1,000. I'm okay with that. But I only did it because I saw how heavy the orders were in the ask in comparison to the bid. And it looked too strong. Even when it was pulling down, it was too strong. The buyers wouldn't allow the price to go any lower. It barely moved to the high 750 range. Every time it pulled back down, it went right back up a few more pennies. So to me, it seemed too strong to just walk away like, I'm okay, oh, that's it. It went negative. No, bro. I had 2,400 in profit already. It was fine. But risking 1,000 to walk away with a total of 5,000, that's not bad at all. All right. Well, I gotta go. Hope you guys have a great New Year's. I might be here Friday. I might not. I don't know. I intended to take the day, but we'll see. Um, Hope you guys have a great weekend. If I don't see you Friday, all right. Thank you for watching. Smash that like. All right. Take care. Bye.